What's up, everybody, and welcome back to this episode of Track Talkers. Hunter Lawrence is the top dog. Davies is now on fire. Eli Tomac can't seem to put himself in the right place at the right time. We break down the Friese cross jump and how should riders handle the blue flag. Outbursts from Eli Tomac in the press conference and updates on Joey Savacci and Aaron Plessinger. All that and much, much more on this episode of Track Talkers.
Now on the 723.
Welcome back, everybody, to this episode of Track Talkers. We're going to be talking and breaking down Indianapolis Supercross, but as always, in the studio, Uncle Ty, ex-professional athlete and Supercross racer. Ty, say what's up, dude.
What up, what up, what up?
Dude, what an eventful weekend, and the events are still going on. Instagram is blowing up. We got controversy left and right. This is what we love about Supercross, is it not, Ty?
I mean, yes, it's absolutely what we love about Supercross, and we had some phenomenal racing in the 450 class this past weekend. Other than the leader, Cole Davies, absolutely waxing everybody, there was some chaos happening behind him this weekend too, but there's a lot to break down. Track, lap times, people getting the blue flag, people not cooperating, people cooperating.
Oh my God.
And everything and much, much more.
I mean, we're talking about we got to just break it all down. I mean, from Jace throwing up the Instagram post about privateers and all that stuff. I mean, that's going wild right now too. So we'll talk about all that. We got to talk about the racing. The first thing we're going to get into, right? The Twisted Tea debrief, boys. Race number 1. Okay, so Ty, you ready for this? So I'm walking to the stadium and I go, yo, Nate Dogg. So Nathan Ramsey, the team manager of Rockstar Husky. I'm like, Nate Dogg, where's Daxton at? Where's he going to be at? Are we excited? He's like, dude, I don't know. I mean, I expect him. We expect, expectations are to win. But, if we're top 3 and we're improving, we're going to be good. And I was like, dude, we're going to win. We're going to get the whole shot and we're going to win right now. And then that was right before the racing starts. And sure enough, we split our ways or whatever. And then I go up to the press box and what do you know? Our boy Daxton Bennett pops out front, gets the whole shot, and then puts it down a little bit, right?
Dude, he had some speed. He had some speed in there in the beginning. Like, I was actually very impressed, and I think it's going to be a big confidence booster for Daxton, putting it up in that main event and just leading laps.
Yeah.
Leading laps are huge for building confidence.
Yeah, I 100% agree. And it's funny because we both know exactly where you're going with this. He got nervous. You know what I mean? He got arm pump. But if you're not there leading laps, you can't be in that situation. And if you're not in that situation, there's nothing that can prepare you. Like, it's like a Marine or, somebody in the Army. You can get prepared. You can get as prepared as you want for war. But until you're at war, bro, there's nothing like it.
I didn't know where you're going with that analogy, but
did I kind of nail it?
You came out on top of that one.
Let's go. But yeah, it's just like until you're out front and you realize the amount of pressure and the amount of not wanting to F this up goes on in your head. And then too, not only that, but you're leading at possibly the worst track to lead for the first time. I mean, I know,
but at least it was the first race, right?
Yes. The track was somewhat smooth. I mean, by the end of that first race, though, the track was already destroyed.
Yes. I mean, I don't think it was destroyed. It was definitely broken in.
Okay. How about this?
Very manageable.
How about this? Okay, so what's another? Let's just say St. Louis, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think by the end of that Indianapolis first race, it was as bad as a 450 main event at St. Louis?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was better.
But okay, if it was better, barely though, right?
Yes.
Barely. And we're talking, this is race 1.
What point are you trying to prove right now, dude?
The point I'm trying to prove.
The track is the big factor this night, but I didn't think it was that tore up. Like, they weren't cutting down at the end of the main event. In the beginning of the 450 class, they were still using the high line. They weren't, cutting down and rolling and trying to get out of the rhythm sections that were the main line. So, it was just, you had to pick and choose, and it was kind of, the transitions. What made the night super rough and super technical is the whoops, and then the transitions, and then just how long the ruts are.
Yeah.
It's not just ruts in the corners. It's the ruts out of the corners and up the face.
Yeah.
What's super technical.
If you watch my race reaction video that I did on the track from Indianapolis, you'll see that the rut starts at the first quarter of the corner, goes all the way around the top of the berm, down the berm, and up the face. Like, as soon as you get in that rut at the top of the berm, from the beginning of the corner, it's all the way up and around and off the face of the jump. Like, that is so technical, especially to 3 onto a tabletop.
Yes. If you're not comfortable with your bike and relaxed in railing ruts like that, it's just such a fine line between making it and losing a whole bunch of time, because it's not even at that point when the track's like that, it's not even about like gaining time. It's just, you're either maintaining or you're making a mistake and losing time. So all you have to do is just minimize the mistakes.
That's a good point, Ty. Yeah, no, you're 100% right. It seemed like even in the 450 main, it was like who could make the least amount of mistakes. It wasn't like who could actually catch the person in front of them. It was like who made the least amount of mistakes, got caught up with the least amount of, guys getting the blue flag, whatever that might be. Overall, though, to wrap up our thoughts on Daxton, I think huge load of confidence, but obviously road tight, but seeing the light, right?
Yeah, I mean, he led 4 laps in the first race with everybody in there. So,
and pulled away.
Huge. I mean, pulled away, but still got passed. So,
yes.
So I don't know how much he pulled away, right?
Yeah, I mean, maybe like a half a second. It wasn't crazy, but like he got at least a little bit of a gap.
Yeah, he was racing. He was racing out front and felt the speed of what the pace was to lead a main event.
Yeah.
With all the guys in the class. So that's going to be huge. He's been looking good in the last couple races. I'm excited to see how this East-West shootout is going to shake down with everybody on the East and everybody on the West. But after that, I think Daxton's going to, I could potentially see him, if he's really comfortable and up there, I could see him winning a main event after, you get these jitters out and be a little bit more relaxed, and he's just going to get more comfortable the more he's up front. So he's just got to put himself up front so he gets into that situation.
Yeah, and I will say he's definitely better than he was years past. So that's another improvement.
This is the best Daxton Bennett we've seen.
Period. Pierce Brown, man, that was tough. It was something that I was worried about at the first round. With that heat race where he went back to back when we got the red flags, he went back to back, like absolutely horrendous starts. And that really just hindered Pierce Brown so much.
Did he go down in the first lap though? Or did he just get a bad start?
I think he just got a bad start. I mean, like dead last start. I wish I knew. Down. I mean, if you guys know in the comments below or in the chat, hit us in the chat, but I thought
he went down, fucker.
Oh, shit.
See, lap 1, he was in 11th, and then lap 2, he was in 22nd.
So there you go. This is why we double check. But either way, he didn't get a good start. He didn't get the good start, and that's what happens when you don't get the good start, is you're in the chaos, right? And then when you're in the chaos, things happen, and then you got to, you have a little tip over or whatever that might be. You get collected. And now you got to work your way from the back. And in the Triple Crown, when you have that little 10 spot or whatever it was, what did he end up in the first one?
10th.
You're out of it. You're just straight out of it, especially.
I know, but how he ended up, like, what did he end up, like, 5th or something? I think he ended up 5th. Like,
I'll tell you
that's
right now.
way better than 10th.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. And that's what's
Like,
nice about the Triple Crown as well.
The Triple Crown, like, kind of saves your butt a little bit.
10th.
You know?
So he went 10, 3, 4 for a 10th or for a 5th overall.
Yeah. So he got 5th overall, but that's way better than 10th. So that kind of saved him being in a Triple Crown.
With that being said, Cole Davies just took over the points lead. So, I guess the point I'm trying to make is I love what Pierce Brown's doing. I love the speed he has. I love everything that he's doing this season other than his starts. If he can get his starts figured out, I really think that him and Seth Hammaker are the only two guys. I'm really just wondering about Joe too. I mean, there's so many what ifs in this 250 class right now. That's why I really love watching the 250s too, though, right?
Yeah, but what it comes down to, and with that being said, if let's just say that Carson Brown or Pierce Brown, sorry, not Carson Brown.
Yeah.
Pierce Brown gets top 5s the rest of the Supercross season.
Yeah.
I think it would still be a success. I mean, we just not need to get hurt, go into outdoors 100% healthy, and get some like a lot of time and a lot of laps under our belt, not hitting the ground.
Agreed.
That's
where he needs to be. That's where he needs to live right now.
And then next year, then we can start pushing and make sure we know where that line is, that fine line where it's either I can do this pace and not crash, or I can go over the line and crash my brains out, and I don't know what's going to happen. So he needs to find where that line's at, because I don't think he knows where it's at still. He's definitely more experienced this time because he's a little bit more timid when he's in those situations, as you can tell in that 10th place in the first race.
Yeah.
But he's still got to be more familiar with that line and where the edge is at, and where he can go over the edge and where he's got to back it off from the edge with his personal speed.
I agree.
So,
yeah, no, I think you nailed it right on the head. Moving on, Cole Davies finally shows up in a big way. I mean, I asked him about it in the press conference. It was cool that he actually gave somewhat of a professional answer. I thought that was really cool. But, his whoop speed, his patience, it was just unreal tonight, or unreal at Indianapolis. Right? I mean, that's what I seen from Cole Davies, that it wasn't like, his first 2 rounds reminded me so much of Deegan. It's like, you're the guy, you have the speed, but you're so antsy and you're so excited and you want to prove it so bad that you almost sabotage yourself. And it felt like at this Triple Crown, he finally was like, you know what? Let's just get out there. I'm going to do what I need to do on the start, get a top 5 start every single time. And then as he got that top 5 start, he gained confidence every single time he went out to those Triple Crowns. And then he kind of just let the race come to him. He goes out, right? I mean, I'm moving forward a little bit. No, I'm not going to talk about that. But he goes out, has a solid race, shows up in the whoops, and gets the job done.
Do you think, though, because he kind of relies on the whoop section a little bit to bail him out more than he should?
Yeah.
Because, dude, Jo Shimoda was ripping, and he wasn't going near as fast as in the whoops as Cole was.
Yeah.
Rightfully so,
Yep.
But he was still right on him.
No, I mean,
and
let's put it this way.
Jo Shimoda's only been on the bike for 10 days.
Let's put it this way. I think Cole Davies is the next big thing in the 250 class. But with that being...
Not Jo Shimoda?
Not Jo Shimoda. But that's because Jo Shimoda, to me, in my eyes, is ready for the 450. He has surpassed what Cole Davies is doing right now. If Jo Shimoda came into this season healthy, he's winning this championship, no problem. Cole Davies, what we've seen at these first rounds is he's still young. He still has some maturing to do, and there's still some flaws. Jo Shimoda is being that consistent and has that much speed with 10 days of prep. Imagine what he does healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, we're
gonna see in outdoors. I don't think anybody's gonna touch him outdoors.
Yeah. Oh man, he's got to be looking forward to outdoors. Deegan's gonna be gone. I mean, we all say that though, but then, okay, yeah, Joe steps up, but then somebody sees that opening, like a Seth Hammaker or whoever that might be, and they make that jump to that spot.
Yeah, I mean,
Joe will be the more dominant.
To see who that is.
Yes, I would say Joe would be more dominant in the outdoor series if he's 100% healthy and he can keep this ball rolling, which, the trend is that direction. But there's always somebody that's going to step it up and be there a couple weekends, take the top spot away from him, show some speed. But that's going to be the guy that's then next year going to be the guy.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You got anything else for race number 1?
No, we need to move on from race 1. Okay, we got 2 more.
Race 2. Jalik. He's back, bro. Jalik is back. He's triumphant. He gets the whole shot, puts it down, and rides a pretty good race. I mean, dude, Jalik leads the race for half the main event or half the race too, and looks solid. He's holding
half
his own.
The race? No way, bro.
Dude, I looked, 5 minutes to go. He's still leading.
Bro, he only led.
5 minutes to go, he's still leading. So whatever that is, I don't care.
He led for 5 laps.
Okay, how long was the main event? 5. All I seen his ass with a 5 minutes to go. It was like 5:42. His ass was in the lead. That's all I know. And he was riding good, dude. I saw he was flawless, but Ty.
He led 5 laps and it was a 14-lap main event.
Okay, so not quite halfway, but 5 minutes, whatever.
Not even close.
Dude, 14 laps is 7.
A third.
7, so he had 2 more laps to lead halfway. Give the guy a break.
That's a lot.
Okay, since we're not giving him any breaks,
lap times.
Since we're not giving him any breaks, he tucks front before the finish because
he was tired.
Bro. My boy has clearly been off the bike.
I don't care what you say. That boy was tight and tired and winded.
But
with the only reason that he remotely pulled that off was because he was at Indianapolis and the dirt was so tacky.
Yes. But he still rode good. Don't take that away from him. And he does have an excuse. I mean, the kid's been off much. Yes, I don't even know how he's actually even this fit right now.
Yeah.
It's kind of a miracle.
He's relying on talent right now is the problem.
Well, the talent's showing up, and that's half the deal.
I mean, his talent is winning. His talent wins for sure. He just needs to get paired with
he will if he can just stay.
His talent can go the distance.
Okay, he might be a good guy for he might be a real good guy for if this was my rider. He might be a good candidate. Okay, so Joe starts P2. Then Davey passes him in the whoops. Then Joe passes him back after the finish line. Then Davies passes him in the whoops again.
Mm-hmm.
All signs for Joe are pointing in the right direction here, yes?
Yes. Because after this break, he's going to be on point. He's going to have a little bit of break where he can do actually some hardcore training.
Yeah.
Get another bike set up where he's feeling a little bit more comfortable, have a solid week without trying to line up on the gate.
We're skipping forward.
And then we're going to Alabama and whooping Deegan's ass.
Hey, we're skipping forward? No, not a chance. We're skipping forward, but what does he end up at the showdown?
2.
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, Hammaker.
We'll get more into it at the end of the show.
Yeah, Hammaker goes down in the whoops, but not before I think it was after. Did you see Hammaker just like almost decapitate Towers?
bro.
Did you see the
did decapitate Towers, bro?
Dude, I don't even want to get started either because I don't even know what I don't even know. Towers is down on the ground. They're putting a neck brace on him, and they're still not red flagging, and they didn't put the red cross flags out on the track.
I know.
That's pretty heavy.
Hey, I saw the warning lights, though.
The warning lights were out.
Saw the warning lights, and they were yellow.
Okay, that's good. We got a good start. And two, I will say this. I think they should have red flagged that race and had the red cross flag out, in my opinion. But they did do a good job at getting the flaggers on the track and pushing the riders to the side of the track. But the problem is they were like going over the single on the inside and like roosting the medics going down the single. And I don't think that was in the bingo card.
I know, but I think it looked a lot worse than it was because, I mean, they were there for like 3 laps, and it was a 45-second lap time. So they were only there on the track for, 2 minutes?
Yeah. All right. Race number 3.
3 minutes.
Race number 3. Club MX Fly. Club MX. Devin Simonson, the hometown boy, gets out front. I mean, this has got to be like
with another Jalek Swole hole shot.
Yes, but okay, we talked about Jalek. Can we give Devin Simonson his flowers? Can we give him his flowers? Was this not amazing? Were you not astonished?
I was actually super pumped.
I mean, there was a point where Devin Simonson wasn't making.
Devin Simonson.
There were some points where Devin Simonson wasn't making mains, right?
I wouldn't say that. I was actually, this is sidebar. What do you think Chad Reed said to him before the last race?
You're fired if you don't get the whole shot. Oh, I don't know.
I can only imagine what he said to flip a switch into Devin Simonson to get the whole shot.
Well, dude, look at where he was. He was on the podium legitly. Devin Simonson had the points to be on the podium in race 3. The points were in his favor if he would have stayed in that top 3 to podium a triple crown legitly. Devin Simonson,
stack class.
Club MX Fly.
Yeah.
That's legit. I don't care what way you want to slice it. That's badass. Period.
That's so legit. Hey, that's so legitness.
I don't know where that's from, bro, but keep that wherever it came from. Put that back.
That's super bad, bro. Super
is
bad.
it? What part?
Yes. McLovin said it.
I'm going to have to check this out.
Bro,
we're going to have to rewatch that.
Okay. The people know. Be more cultured, Adam.
I'm sorry. Davies goes 1-1-1. Let's give him a round of applause, Ty. Great job, Davies. Great job. That's what you're supposed to do.
We got to work on the interviews, though, but great job.
I mean, I've kind of already given up. That's going to be a tough one. Maybe later in life. Joe gets passed on the last lap.
But it doesn't really matter.
No, but still, though, it does. Because you still got passed on the last lap. I mean,
Another
that shit's going to live.
Probably had arm pump and was like, fuck these whoops. I'm just only going to do half of them and
bro,
pop off.
You know that's living rent free in his mind, though, right? I don't know. He's going to take the week off. It's not living rent free in Joe's mind because he knows he's like, dude, 10 days on the bike. We're 3 rounds in. I'm absolutely dying. I need a neckiotomy.
Bro, well, I'm just saying, like, that point, like, that section is gnarly. He was probably thinking about the whoop section the whole entire lap. He was like, I just got to get through this whoop section one more time.
One more time. Without a doubt.
And then so he's putting effort in. So, and then he still messes it up on top of making sure he's focused on it.
Yeah.
And he makes a mistake. That's a sign of being
exhausted.
Tired.
Yeah. Exhausted. Yeah. All right. Anything else in the 250s you want to mention?
Dude, I need a Cody Shock sighting, dude, soon.
Well, I mean, I seen him at the airport and I talked to him.
Well, what's up with him?
Mm.
Anything you can share?
Not really.
Damn.
I know it's tough. It's not anything.
Real journalism right there, dude.
Well,
real journalism.
Let's put it this way. You can't talk about something you're getting confidentially. It'll happen. It'll come out. The problem is it's not like he's sick or he's hurt or anything, but you know what I mean? They're just figuring some stuff out and they'll get it done. They're figuring some stuff out. They'll get it done. He's
righting the ship right now.
That's what I'm saying. You just got to work out a couple kinks and we'll be there.
You could have done a better job of saying that in your own words.
Okay, cool. I mean, I didn't know that anybody else said it, but whatever. Cool. All right. Anything else in the 250? I really do hope Cody Schock is on. I feel like a bright light could be shined in this showdown. Okay. Hold on. Before we go to 450, who's top dog in the showdown for Club MX Fly? Who's top dog? Is it Yoder? Is it Volan?
Max, for sure.
Oh, Max Volan, top dog.
Yeah.
You don't think Cody Schock just comes out at Bama and just bye?
No.
Okay. I hope Cody Schock hears this and gets pissed off.
I think he should, because he's way better than what he's riding right now. Don't you think?
I mean, with that being said, I need to stop saying that. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Yes, I do think that Cody Schock's potential is higher, but I know from experience that it's hard to put it all together all the time.
Yes, but when you talked to him at the airport, was he happy with his results right now or not happy?
I wouldn't say he's not happy. I would just say he's like, meh.
Frustrated.
Underlyingly frustrated.
And he's flustered is what you want to say.
Yeah, flustered. Yeah, I would say flustered. He's definitely not like ecstatic. He didn't seem ecstatic about his results. But he wasn't like, I'm retiring. I'm done. Call like, it a day.
You know who's having a similar season is Aaron Plessinger right now. Okay. Very underwhelming. Shit's happening to him that shouldn't be happening to him.
Can't my guy get a break?
He just needs a little reset.
Can't the nicest guy in SX get a break?
I know.
The nice guys never get the
breaks. All right, moving on.
450 race 1. Ken Roczen. Bang, bang, bang. Fool, I thought we had it, Uncle Ty. Oh.
Dude, I know. I thought I totally messed up. It looked so
good. It was going right.
I totally messed up on my RM fantasy picks.
I thought that we were getting a dub. Oh, dude,
he looked so good in race 1, dude.
It looked flawless.
He looked so fucking good.
It was like, oh yeah, call it a night.
Damn, this is Kenny's night.
Bro, I honestly was about to call Trump and have him like I was about to call Trump and be like, dude, I know you got this like super secret weather thing. Can we have some lightning strikes out of Indianapolis so they could just shut the race down after race 1? Oh, wow, that's reaching heavily, but that's what I wanted. Just shut it down. Just like, what can we do to where?
Yeah, but at that point, bro, he looked unbeatable. It's like, hey, give me another one.
I know he did. He looked unbeatable.
Hey, line him up again, bro.
Yeah.
Let's not even go back to the truck. Line it up again.
Put gas in it and let's go out one more time. Let me whoop that ass, boy.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like. Okay. Jorge Prado. Bro, did we see the look back on Hunter with the block?
Did you see the look back on everybody?
Dude, I don't care about
Friese 2.0, dude.
Okay, but really fast.
Yes.
Like really fast.
And that's a problem.
For everybody else.
Literally for everybody else. But you know what's so funny is like as soon as that third place guy gets behind him, and like gets past him, then he just gets freight trained.
Oh yeah,
it goes ding 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 ding.
That'll change like, though. I mean, he just got back from getting hurt. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
We got to get.
I'm just mad because I wish I was like fast enough to hold Kenny and Cooper Webb and Justin Cooper and Eli Tomac and Hunter Lawrence up, but still be able to race. Well, so it's like not even. Yeah, it's like it's a shitty. I don't know. I don't even know how to even put it in words because it's just racing. It's just racing. You have to pass him like everybody else, but he's just super hard to pass.
Yeah.
So like it can't be fucked up and you can disagree with it, but he's still out there and he's fast enough to get out front. So if you want to pass him, pass him.
And he's won 2 heat races this season.
Get a better start than him.
He's won 2 heat races this season and had the fastest lap time before.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like,
what are you going to say?
What are you going to say? You know,
it's not like he's 19th and then third lap, he's literally got the entire field at his rear wheel. Like it's like he's like like the lead car at NASCAR where he's trying to slow down No, that's not how it is. It just,
I mean, he's still finishing sixth, but he's just like, you know, he's just a problem. He's just a straight problem.
And he's only going to get better. He's only going to get better.
I don't know.
You don't think so?
I think he's going to get a little better, but
no, yeah, I think he's going to get a lot better. I think he'll be a podium guy.
Yeah, but a lot better is fourth.
No, dude, I think he's podium guy in a couple years. 2 years, he's podium almost every weekend.
Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. You know what? Deegan's going to be a podium guy in 2 years.
I would say that's good analysis, Tyler.
I know, but it's just like, dude, 2 years is so far away.
I don't know.
He's not even contracted
moving
for 2 more
moving
years.
On. The depressing part of the night. I mean, not the depressing part. This is just the sad part. Webb, P2, gets passed by Eli, then gets passed by Hunter. Then Moran's gets in the way, kind of, slows up Eli, goes to the right. He obviously gets out of the way. You can see Moran's get out of the way. He held him up on the straightaway, but then he gets out of the way. And then Hunter does the pass, and then Eli kind of is stuck behind Moran's and makes it look really bad. And Hunter somehow puts himself in the right place again and makes it happen.
Makes it happen for second.
Yes, makes it happen.
While Kenny is just whooping that ass.
Gone.
I was trying to follow you, making sure you were talking about the right race because
yes, race number 2.
Race number 2 or race number 1?
No, we just got done with race 1. Let's move on to race 2.
Well, race 2, Hunter won, so you were on the right track there.
No, he didn't.
Or I mean, Justin Cooper won. Sorry,
yes.
My bad.
Yes, Hunter gets the whole shot though.
Yes.
Then while Hunter gets the whole shot,
No, Eli Tomac got the whole shot.
Okay, well, it was so close. I mean, it was like splitting hairs. It looked like to me Hunter got the whole shot.
A-May said Eli Tomac got the whole shot.
Okay, fine.
Eli Tomac
Tomac got the whole shot. Hunter and Eli are side by side off the start. J. Coop goes up the inside, makes it happen. They're going around the first turn. And then I don't even know what happened for the next 5 fucking laps because my guy is down on the ground.
Bro, what was your guy doing, bro?
I watched the video. We went on the on. We're making crazy passes, slicing and dicing, bop, 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 like we're Lightning McQueen, going through the field like nothing. Hot butter, bop, 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 bop. Lose a little traction on top of the step on, step off thing. Yeet. And then as soon as he lands, he's cross-rutted, so he has to let out, and he cases the face of the triple, where you go step on, step off triple. He cases the face of the triple. Bounces way up in the sky, looks back, and who's coming underneath of him?
AP.
I mean, is it always happening to the good guys? Is that what is?
Not all the time.
Like, talk about a series of unfortunate events, right? Yes or no?
I mean, dude,
I'm just glad everybody's okay.
Both of them are just so lucky.
They're so lucky. The momentum downforce, the like wheels. I don't even know.
I know.
I don't even know. Either way,
tough.
So bummed out. But after that gets done, we get a race of a lifetime. J. Coop gets out front. Eli Tomac gets behind him, catches him, puts a mean pass after the finish line on Jay Coop, like rubs him a little bit. And then Jay Coop gets pissed off for the first time in history and puts it down on Tomac. Where did this come from?
Dude, Jay Coop was feeling good all day.
Dude, okay, so if you guys haven't, go check out the interview. I did a interview with Jay Coop. It's titled Hit and Run, I think. No, Hit and One. That's what I titled the Hit and One. That's what I titled the video. If you guys haven't, go check that out. But, you know, he just talked about how, you know what he said to me? He said that he didn't think that Eli went any faster to catch. Like, after he passed him, he felt like he slowed down. I'm like, Jay Coop, what are you talking about? You were absolutely shredding. Have you looked at lap times? Like, he's like, no, I think he's slowed down. I think he's slowed down, and I just caught back up to him. Like, do we need a more humble racer?
I mean, he kind of did, though.
What do you mean he did?
Because when he was in second, he was a 45.7, and then a 45.5, and then 45.7. And then right when he get into first, he was a 45.9, a 45.9, a 46.4, a 47.0.
Bro,
so he did drop.
So bro got tired?
Yeah, Eli Tomac said, fuck it, I ain't going to push it that hard. Because he did.
He didn't
Justin
want
Cooper
the smoke.
did back it off a couple of tenths every lap.
He didn't want the smoke, dude.
He didn't want the freaking blue lightning, dude.
Okay, with that being said, I felt like Eli Tomac did get kind of come back a little bit, and then he gets cross-driven by Vince Friese. We got to talk about this. Have you seen all the angles? I've seen all the angles.
I've seen a few.
Okay, I've seen all the angles. I've seen the back angle on the podium. I've seen the side angle. I think I've seen some iPhone footage angle of it. You know what I mean? What's the analysis on
My
this?
analysis is when you are a lapper and you are getting lapped by the leaders and you cut across the track to get onto the right side or the left-hand side of the track, you should stay there. You shouldn't veer even into the middle or even a little bit left. If you jump to the right-hand side of the track, you are staying on that right-hand side of the track until that guy passes you or until that corner comes up, and then you got to give him the premier line in the corner.
Yeah.
You can't jump into the race line. You are not racing anymore. You are a lapper. So you have given your right up as a privilege as a racer, and now you're a lapper.
Okay. With that being said, you know, he was trying to go with the flow of traffic. So
bro, this is not the 405.
Yes, but he moves out of the way.
Supercross,
okay, yes or no? Yes or no?
Second,
yes or no?
Vince Friese is
yes or no? Yes or no? Did he move all the way to the right side of the tabletop?
He jumped to the left.
Okay, hold on. Did he move to the right side of the tabletop completely?
Yes, but he
okay, hold on.
That
Can I ask you more questions?
Get out of the way.
Can I ask you more questions? So he moved to the right side of the tabletop, right? When he jumps off and he jumps the next triple, does it not look like he is leaning to the right, like he got cross-threaded?
I don't care if he got cross-threaded or not. He didn't give Eli Tomac enough room. He was in the middle of the track. He was on the right-hand side of the track, and then all of a sudden, 3 obstacles later, he was on the left-hand side of the track.
Okay.
If you drew a line down the middle of the track, he started all the way on the right side by the tough block and ended up on the left-hand side of the track.
Okay. Let me ask you this.
Yes or no?
No, he did not. It was in the middle. He was on the right side of the track, and he landed in the middle of the track.
Side of the track.
He started on the right-hand side of the track. He started on the right-hand side of the track.
Double into the bull corner. He was on the
middle
side of the track.
No, it wasn't. It was in the middle. Watch the replay. Okay. Did Vince look like he drifted off to the left when he didn't want to and he was leaning to the right? Yes or no? Answer that question.
Yeah, he drifted off to the left because he was trying to round the corner.
How far left was Eli?
All the way left.
Okay, and where did Eli land? Eli cross-rutted too.
Left-hand side.
Eli cross-rutted.
Daddy, you're trying to make this black and white, and
I'm not trying to make this black and white, dude. I'm really not.
Okay.
I'm just asking you
whatever.
That I'm just saying that there was Vince, yes, without a doubt, could have just doubled through the rhythm section. Yes. But
could have held and done the exact same line all the way on the right-hand side of the tough blocks.
Yes, he could have. Okay. But with that being said, he also moved to the right.
Veer off left.
No, he did not choose. Watch the video. He clearly is leaning the right, knowing that he cross-rutted off, and Eli Tomac is all the way left, and then that rut hooks back towards him, and they're both off balance in the air.
Dude, if I could have an axe and throw it at you right now.
Okay, Cole Davies. Okay, Cole Davies.
And just throw it at you to show you my precision.
Precision?
My precision to go right by your ear, I would to scare the shit out of you right now.
All right. All right. Are we done?
If I did the Vince Friese maneuver on you, you'd be like, what the
I'd be fucking heated. I'd be heated. But with that being said, if you were Vince Friese, you're also, unfortunately, in a race. And two, to me, it didn't look, I know this is probably unpopular opinion, but what I seen, it didn't look like it was blatantly like a fucking cross jump. It did not look like a blatant cross jump.
The problem is, Adam, is this is not the first offense.
That is the exact problem. That's the full issue.
Like the fucking 20th or 30th time this dude has done this. So yes, everything, even
that's
if
100%
as small as a little bit of a cross jump is, it's going to be blatant because he's done it way worse in the past.
Yeah. I mean, that's just,
so if
that's
you
the bottom
don't want
line.
the fucking headliner of being a cross jumper, being a bad lapper, then you got to do the right thing and go all the way on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
And then hop back in on behind Eli Tomac for as long as you can when he passes you.
Yeah. No, that's the bottom line. It's not first offense or even 50th offense. You know, because if it was somebody else, it wouldn't have been as bad.
No.
Race number 3. Hunter puts himself in the right place at the right time. He knows he needs the whole shot. He knows he needs to be in front of Eli. He knows he needs to win the race.
Well, bro, you didn't even talk about Hunter jumping into freaking Starling. Or
no, it was
Cole Thompson.
Cole Thompson. Do we even want to bring that up? Do we want to get in a fist fight or no?
I mean, you're just lucky that I'm behind this camera and not right next to you.
Okay, what's your take on the Cole Thompson Hunter Lawrence thing? Let's hear it really quick.
Saying I'm gonna fucking die on this sword of when you see the
what
blue
did
flag,
you want Cole Thompson to do? He was on the inside. What did you want him to do?
Inside. He was not on the inside.
So you're saying blue flag.
You're a lapper.
You're saying blue flag.
You're a lapper. Hold on. Let me talk for a second. Don't talk over me. When you're a lapper, do you think you should have the privilege of apexing a corner or just hugging the inside line until that leader passes, or where you're going on a straight line and you're just wherever your bike's point is where you're going?
To me, he was out of the premier line and Hunter was all the way to the right for some reason.
Yeah, but the problem is that him out of the premier line, he was going at a 45-degree angle to roll the single at the end of the rhythm section that Hunter was tripling onto.
Yeah.
Like that, I mean, another case where it was like, holy shit, they're lucky that both of them are all right. I don't know what Cole Thompson's situation is, but Hunter racing in, so hopefully they're both all right. because that could have been really bad.
That I mean, that
And
could have
those
been
lines, I
that
mean,
could have been season
that
career
situation's
ender.
happened more than once. This is not, it just happens on these type of tracks where it's actually not as bad as you think as far as losing time is going to inside roll and then going on off.
Yeah.
Like those lines do happen to show up here and there. It's just crazy because the leaders are on a different type of race line compared to the race line that the you know, everybody behind 10th place is.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
all right, race number 3. Like I said, Hunter puts himself at the right place at the right time. He knows he has to be in front of Tomac. He knows what he's got to do. And somehow he pulls it off. And what kind of person does that, Ty?
A clutch motherfucker.
A champ. A guy that's going to and wants to win the championship.
Yep. Is this the first time that he's no, because he pulled points on when he won this season. I was about to say this is the second time he's stretched out the points lead. This ain't the first time.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like a huge point stretch by any means, but
he didn't lose any,
yep.
and he gained them.
Yep.
So he stretched them out.
Exactly. I don't know. Eli just didn't have it. I don't know. He didn't have it the last moto. That's my opinion. He couldn't do anything about what Hunter was putting down.
Yeah,
and
I mean, he stayed in second the whole time.
That's scary. And I don't know if that's frustration from the races before where he's like there and he should have won. You know,
I think at that point when he was in second, I bet you he was pushing. He was pushing pretty good in the beginning, and then as soon as he got in the lappers, he was like, I'm gonna fucking bring it home.
Yeah, but like it sucks too because it's like there's so much frustration there, especially that last moto, because Eli Tomac could have brought it home in second, and then Vince Friese wouldn't have cross jumped him, or Kevin Moranz wouldn't have got, in his way, and he would have had the bad end of both of those sticks. And if he would have got one less point, he wouldn't have had to beat Hunter in the last moto.
Yeah.
But racing is racing for a reason. It's not qualifying where you just get to go out and put your fastest lap time down. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know when it's going to happen. And you got to roll with the punches. And not every week is it going to go in your favor.
Yeah.
But you have to set yourself up to try to have the best odds that you possibly can. And, it just didn't fall Eli's way. And it didn't seem like he had enough in the last moto to make it happen.
Mm-hmm. No, he sure didn't. Yeah, I mean, he kept Hunter honest, but it didn't seem like he had the pace to track down Hunter. That's for sure.
Yeah. Savatgy
but Kenny finished solid in the third.
Yeah, Kenny finished really good in the third moto. I thought he rode well. I mean, that just could have been a totally different night if he didn't have that second race mishap. Savatgy goes down. I checked on him after the race. Real bummer. Supposedly, he went to the Alpenstar medical unit and nothing was broken, but he is going to go get it checked out again. So expect to hear something this week or next week.
Were they worried about something broken, or were they because
broken?
The way he was holding it looked like a knee problem?
No, I think it was broken. So I thought they were worried about some kind of like little tiny fracture. It's not anything like major, but enough to be hurting pretty bad after the race.
Yeah.
The Cooper and Cooper battle, that was pretty cool to watch, but it's also frustrating. I don't know if you guys seen the press conference, but I asked him a pretty hard question, and it just seems like in the past Cooper's been the guy that no matter what levels on the track, he's been able to rise to that level, and he just doesn't seem to have that level this year.
I know, but you know what it's starting to seem like, or I mean, what it's starting to get at is like, I feel like we see like two riders rise to like the championship momentum.
Yeah, without a doubt.
And now this is the first round where we've kind of seen that come to fruition as far as like Eli Tomac and Hunter Lawrence, like knowing the pressure of the championship and then having and performing that pressure when it's on and making it happen. And I think that's what we're starting to see now is Eli and Hunter just making it happen no matter what for this championship. I hope it doesn't get stretched out how it's happened in the past. But even like all the riders around them kind of start realizing what's at stake. So then they start kind of going a little bit easier on Eli and Hunter and stuff like that, and not holding them up as much.
Yeah, I mean, they will. I think this was just one of those outlier races. I feel like we talk about riders getting the blue flag every single year at this race. I mean, it's like, it's nothing new.
Yeah, but I was more talking about even like Kenny and Cooper, like, they're now the championships fucking stretched out for both of them.
They're not, dude. There's still 8 rounds left. They're not giving anything up until there's like, if they're a whole race out and it's 3 rounds left, then you'll start to see that. But you're not going to see those guys give up. You're not going to see them give that leeway.
I think, but like, dude, you saw it this round with Eli Tomac and Hunter Lawrence like stuck together like glue this round.
Yeah, without a doubt. But
like
dude,
it's gonna keep on. You're gonna keep on noticing that more and more. I think.
Yes,
just because of the championship.
What we talked about it as well, though. Imagine Cooper Webb and Ken Roczen go 1-2 at this Triple Crown. How much different are we talking right now?
Yeah, tremendously.
It flips the whole championship on its head.
Yeah, but now, they still got to do that to keep it tight.
If Hunter or Eli stretch the gap these next 2 rounds in a row, I will just solidify it. But I will say that, unfortunately, this championship does look like it's a 2-man race right now.
Yes.
But it's not, I don't think that it's solidified for at least 3 to 4 more rounds in the books. It's really not. Because, dude, we could go on this week break and Hunter or Eli could have a little ankle injury or something. And then, one of them has an ankle injury or one of them has a little something go on. And then the other one has a bad weekend. And all of a sudden, boom, everybody's back in it.
Not really. God forbid anybody gets hurt. But if Eli or Hunter gets like a little, like drops out of the race, dude, it's going to be boring. Because then it's just going to be management for one or the other.
Yeah. No, I'm saying if let's say one of the guys, Eli or Hunter, has a little injury, and then the other one has a bad race. All of a sudden,
Yeah, but now, but you talked about 2 unlikely scenarios there with 2 riders.
What do you think the odds were of Eli Tomac snapping his Achilles 1 round before the end of the season?
Yeah, I know, Adam, that it's possible, but it's unlikely.
Dude, and if there's one thing I've learned in this sport, consistency is the least likely thing. I get what you're saying mathematically, yes, and this is what it looks like, but dirt bikes are inherently dangerous. It's what I get told every weekend.
Yes.
So you never know. Even the best of the best. Look at Jet pushing around on his little knee board. The best of the best is still not immune to getting hurt.
Yeah, I know that.
Anything else, Ty?
No.
Nothing? Nothing at all?
Nope.
We're going to make a call, see if we can get somebody on the phone real quick. Nice little special guest. Nothing else in the debrief at all whatsoever before we get to this Moto court.
Damn.
I know. What the heck? He'll call us back. Sponsors the show, Twisted Tea, Dirt Trick Sprockets. If you haven't, use the code TrackTalkers26 for a discount at dirttricks.com. They have their all-new braking disc that are made out of the exact same alloy that their sprockets are, which is going to get you 25% more braking power. Not only that, but they got the best sprockets in the game. Ty, 300 hours out of a sprocket.
Do you even realize how long 300 hours is on a dirt bike?
They don't. And if you needed more, made in the USA. Stan Benson Racing. If you haven't, go to stanbensonracing.com. Order some ETS fuel, some Pirelli tires, some brand new 2026 TLD gear. They got it in the shop as well. If you want to go check them out on Instagram, you can ride one of the new Cove motorcycles. Pretty cool looking bike, turquoise bike. Heard a lot of good things about them. If you guys want to go check one of those out, ride them, go to Stan Benson on their Instagram and check out the dates, or even give them a DM and say, hey, I want to ride a new Cove 450 or 250. Guts Racing seats. They got the new RFI seat. I got it right here. Check this thing out. Bop, bop, bop. The only thing Chad Reed is using right now, yes, you heard me, Chad Reed. It's RFI. It's between a gripper seat and a rib seat. It doesn't have as much chafing on your pants. It isn't quite as grippy as that rib seat, but it's a little more grippy than just a regular gripper seat, and it has no seams. So when you wash your bike, you're not putting any water into your seat foam at all whatsoever. That's huge. And then Dylan Young Enterprises. If you need anything out of Paso Robles, any kind of construction work, it doesn't matter. What are you doing? Are you building a house? What do you need? We got it. Dylan Young Enterprises, SKDA Graphics as well, helping out the show. If you guys haven't, go grab these guys. Go grab something on their websites and support the show so we can make more content for y'all. All right. Well, let's get into this next segment, Uncle Ty. You know what it is, bro. What is it? Moto Court. Court is in session. We are going to do it a little bit different this week. I mean, obviously, the
different circumstances have changed this week.
Yeah, circumstances have changed for sure this week. We aren't going to argue a point, but we are going to use this session to brainstorm what we can do, and we want your opinion. I want your opinion in the chat. We want your opinion in the comments. We need to brainstorm a solution for the riders getting the blue flag. I mean, this is absolutely this is a huge subject. It really needs to change because we want to keep all of our athletes from the top to the very, very bottom as safe as humanly possible. That is the number one goal. Our sport is already too dangerous. It's too gnarly, and we don't need anything else making that any harder. So the Moto Court subject for today is brainstorming the solutions for riders getting the blue flag. How can we help this situation? How can we help the top athletes get through? And how can we help the riders that are getting lapped, either move out of the way, keep their race going, whatever that might be. Let's talk a little bit about, first, before we get into this, the outburst from Eli Tomac. I mean, Eli Tomac goes in the press conference. He says, if you guys are going to have a sub 45-second lap time, you need to cut the gate down to 15 riders. If you guys want to keep doing this 22 rider thing, this is not exact, but this is the gist of it. If you want to keep doing the 22 rider thing, if the promoter wants to keep doing that, it's a good way to get us hurt. It's a good way to take us out. He also mentioned, which I completely disagree with, that, if the riders in the back are 7 seconds off my lap time, they shouldn't be out there. In the main event is what he's saying. He's saying that the riders in the main event are 7 seconds off. They are not 7 seconds off. I am sorry. Okay. We checked it out. We looked at it. Ty, best to worst, what is it?
Hold on one second. I'm gonna take race 3, for instance.
Okay, so that's like that would be the biggest gap because the track is the roughest. Worst. The track is the most beat. I thought we calculated that.
Okay, so best lap was Hunter Lawrence at 44.5.
Okay.
And then Colt Nichols. I'll even do it. Mitchell Harrison, who finished 16th, his best lap time was a 48 flat.
So that's 3 seconds.
3.5 seconds.
Okay. So what Eli's saying in the lapping of the situation is there's laps where, say Mitchell Harrison's getting lapped or whoever's getting lapped. These guys, the top 4 are coming by pretty quickly. So they're coming by in the same lap. So if you're essentially doing your job, you then have to wait for the first place guy. Then you have to get out of the way for the second place guy. Then you have to get out of the way for the third place guy. That's potentially one lap that you have to get out of the way. Then if you are 15th, 14th, and you've gotten lapped by those guys, then all of a sudden 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 are now coming to lap you the next consecutive laps. So you're trying to get out of the way for these guys, and make room. Well, that's where that 7 seconds a lap is happening. You know what I mean? Like, okay, cool. I have to roll the fucking track. Yeah, it's going to be 7 seconds off when you got to roll the track for 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the next lap is 5, 6, and 7.
So to be more precise, so 1st through 5th had a spread of 17 seconds. So imagine a lapper, you're basically getting help. You're not riding your own line. So you're getting held up for, let's just say, a full 16 seconds, but it's going to be more than that because you have 5 different points that you got to wait for and let pass by, and they're separated. So you got to let one by, then get back in the race, and then let another one by, and then get back in the race, and then let another one by, and then get back in the race, and then that's only if you're doing it for 5th. Fuck the guy in 6th through 10th,
Yeah, and it's like you guys have also seen in the races, look at what happens when one of those guys breaks their rhythm in the middle of the race out front. They have a hard time making another push just to get back to where they were. Imagine how hard it is for a privateer or a guy that's, fuck a privateer, 12th, 13th place that's getting lapped isn't even a privateer anymore, okay? That guy breaks his rhythm, he's exhausted, and then not only that, but then he's got to break his rhythm again and again and again and again and again. And not only that, but it's even harder because shit, I remember when I was racing and I was making mains, I was getting told by the team not to get out of the way the least amount possible and just race the race and try to barely let the guys by.
Yeah. Because let's just give everybody a little insight. When you're getting lapped and you obey the blue flag too much, the guy behind you that you're racing is not
catches the fuck up to you.
Are you going to let me talk?
Sorry.
Is not going to obey the flag as good as you because he's going to see an advantage and is going to use the flag to his advantage and pass you, then let the guy that actually is the blue flag for, and then race behind him. And now you're pissed because you just got passed by the guy that you just took probably 3 or 4 laps to get past. And now he just passed you easily because he used the blue flag to his advantage. And now you're waiting for 1, 2, and 3. Now you're just fucked.
Oh,
so that's what's going on outside of the leader pack in the race, kind of behind everybody in 5th, is like you're getting lapped. You're using the blue flag to your advantage. You're still trying to obey it and make sure you're not being a factor in the leaders, basically the top 3. And then everybody else you're not too worried about. But this last weekend, dude, is kind of an anomaly. They lapped up all the way to Justin Hill in 11th. Justin Hill was 39 seconds off the leader.
Okay. So, like we talked about at the beginning of the show, Jace from Gypsy Tales posted, he posted a thing that he DM'd Tomac and said, we just need to get rid of all the privateers. Supposedly, I don't really believe it. I think it's probably made up. I don't know. I would hope so. But then, supposedly Eli Tomac replied back, my guy, needing to get rid of all the privateers. I don't know. I guess I got to find out more about that. But, you know, the big thing is like, okay, so you lapped up to 12th. So do you want to just take out all 12 through 22? Is that what you want to do? Because realistically, like, do we want to go in right now? Why do you think nobody watches MXGP, and why do you think it's half the size of America? Is because the gate's not full, and it doesn't look like it's a world-renowned sport because you can't even fill the gate. I mean, realistically, we're already. I mean, I don't even know. I don't even want to go there. But
what are you gonna say, Adam?
Dude, the viewership on our sports in the grand scheme, on Supercross in the grand scheme of things, is nothing. I mean, you want to compare us to NFL and F1, and we're not even in the same category. Okay, and now you want to cut the gate from 22 and make it 11 guys so your guys don't have to lap anybody? I mean, there's a reason why, when you look at the gated MXGP and it's not full, it's cringe. It is cringe. So.
Yeah, it's definitely not a good look when you don't have a full gate.
And I mean, okay, so yeah, Vince Friese, obviously repeat offender, but he's racing for 12th. He just beat, obviously Garrett had a bad night, but he beat Factory Cowie Garrett Marchbanks. And then you got Colt Nichols in there. You got Aaron Plessinger in there, behind there.
Mm-hmm.
So what, you just want to cut off all the rest of the guys and let the top guys go? Okay, let's just really kill our sport. Let's just annihilate it. No better way to do that than make it look like there's only 11 guys that can even do it. You want to take interest out? You want to take families investing their kids and their money out of the sport? There you go. Say there's only 10 spots that can actually even make somewhat of a living doing this.
I mean, but I don't think that's what he's saying. I think
how I took it. So I don't know.
Yeah, but you got to have fill-in riders because we have Chase Sexton's out, Dylan Ferrandis is out.
Yeah, but
Justin
they lapped up
Barsh
to 12th.
out.
That doesn't help. Those guys are still slow, and they're still going to get lapped. That does not help the lapper situation. All those fill-in guys don't matter.
Guys, Dylan Ferrandis and Chase Sexton and Justin Barcia, that means they would be only lapping up to 15th or 14th.
Okay, well, every year, what happens? They can't make it through a season. So by the end of the year, you only got 7 guys that aren't getting lapped. 5 guys, maybe.
I mean, if we're really on that lasting train, the only rider that raced every single round was Justin Cooper.
Yeah, let's take them all. Let's just let Justin Cooper race because he's the only one fucking left.
Yeah, I mean, that's the tough part, right? Is like, that's the argument is like, you gotta, if you want to show, you have to have the entertainers. You can't just have the selected entertainers, and when they're hurt, there's just no show.
No, there's 7 guys on the thing. Let's just put 7 guys so it makes it look like we have nobody that can even do it. I don't know. It just seems absolutely silly to me.
I mean, obviously you're very aggravated on what was said, but I haven't heard a solution.
I think, I'm just frustrated because to me, it definitely starts out with some analysis of we shouldn't have a Triple Crown at Indianapolis. The one big thing is like, okay, so the one reason the lappers are so bad is when the tracks get rutted and the tracks get more technical, the best shine through. Okay. And the guys that aren't as fit struggle more. Okay. So why are we doing a Triple Crown when we have 70 laps?
Talk about this, Adam,
hold on.
Is just when the track gets gnarly, and if you're not racing for position, it's really easy to go slower. It's like riding a whooped out sand track.
Yeah, if you get off that notch, you're then 4 or 5 seconds off.
Yes.
3 seconds off, like we talked about.
Yes. And then you wait up for a couple, and then all of a sudden you're 7, 8 seconds off, and then now you
got to get back into it.
Yeah, you're towing the anchor.
So to me, one of the bigger problems is that you really have to look at, okay, is this track a bad track? This track is a gnarly, rutted track. So we know that there's going to be more riders getting the blue flag. So what we have to do is we have to realize that and say, okay, this is going to be a one-shot 20-lap main event, because they're not getting lapped in the heat race.
Nope.
They're not getting lapped in the heat race because everybody's fresh and ready to go and the track's cleaned up. So then you do a one main event heat race there. That should not be a Triple Crown. Triple Crown should be races like Glendale, races like St. Louis with good dirt. Alabama might even be a good one where the dirt holds up. There's races where Triple Crowns are good. Anaheim, Triple Crowns are good.
Tracks long.
Yes. Longer tracks, bigger areas should be Triple Crowns if we're going to do Triple Crowns.
Yeah, like let's do a Triple Crown at Daytona. Fuck it.
Yeah. It's a perfect place. You can use the time. You're doing minimal laps. You'll get more track work time in because you're doing less laps and the time actually works out.
Yes. And then I think also as well, let's just say we do end up having a main event at Indianapolis.
Yep.
If you are down 2 laps, if you get lapped for a second time,
you're off.
You're out. You're black flagged. It's not a negative thing. It's just indicating that you've been lapped twice, and your spot, you cannot lose or gain any spots when you get black flagged. You're basically locked into that position the rest of the main event, but you are off the track.
You almost get like a black checkered or something.
No, it's just straight a black flag. Because
yes, it is a black flag, but it's like you're finished.
Of get the fuck off the track.
You're finished. You're 14th. Go home.
Yeah. Or you're 17th. Just get off the track. We need less amount of bikes on the track. You're off the track. Sorry. So,
I don't see that. I think that could work.
2-lap black flag. It's
or
not a
whatever
thing.
Whatever flag you get, you could make up a new color for it.
You could have a half black, half white flag, just like a
whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It could even be the black flag. Just notifying the riders, if you go 2 laps down, we're taking you off the track.
Yeah, you need to exit track safely and go back, get ready or get undressed. You're done for the night. I think that should be all around.
The problem is though, is
Supercross.
it's like that second. Those guys didn't lap them 3 times, so it wouldn't even have mattered.
Yeah, but the problem is let's just say,
should it be amount of seconds?
This is a 12-minute main event, and they lapped up to 18th by 2 laps. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
By how many?
This was a 12-minute race.
Yes.
And they lapped 2 times up to 18th.
Oh, 2 times up to 18th.
And then 1 time all the way up to 11th. And that just goes back.
That just goes back to
imagine if they got 8 more minutes. They would have got all the way up to 7th.
Yeah, but they're already complaining about the lappers at what they were doing. So should you even get a second lap? Or as soon as you're not on the lead lap, you're black flagged? Or is that too soon?
That's too soon.
Is it? How long until they got lapped the first time?
I have no idea.
Should it be an amount of seconds? Should you be, if you're like 1 minute back, are you black flagged?
Dude, a minute back would have been a lap and a half.
That's perfect. I don't know. What do you guys think? We're obviously going back and forth. We're trying to get this figured out. We definitely brought some stuff to the table that isn't perfect, but could definitely work out better. In the chat, put some comments down below in the comment section. Make sure you guys comment down below. We need to do something about this because in my eyes, the solution is not emptying the gate. you're not taking, 11 guys off the gate. And then what do? Okay, you only put 15 on the gate. You still had Justin Hill, Vince Friese, Garrett Marchbanks, and Grant Harlan.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, and that just gives you an opportunity almost to lap up more because you didn't hit the back lappers.
Yeah. Well, and then too, like, I think AMA needs to do a better job of docking the privateers that do get in the way to, like.
I mean, yeah, this could all be solved. Not all be solved, but definitely be a way less of a problem if the privateers weren't racing each other for position and trying to use the leaders to gain position and getting out of the way.
Because I think it's gone. I think honestly, Adam, you could attest to this too, is you kind of get a slap on the wrist when you do it.
Yes, without a doubt. When I pulled out of the way too much.
It's just gone too long with an actual repercussion that these guys are like, well, I could get my best main event finish if I can just, when I start getting lapped, I'll just kind of hold on to the leaders and just use the blue flag to my advantage, where the guy who kind of uses it, I can pass him right by and he'll just give me the spot.
Yep. Because that guy's getting out of the way and then bam, bam, bam. But now everybody's getting used to that strategy and now nobody's getting out of the way because they're like, no, fuck that. Vince ain't using Kenny to freaking get by me. Nope. Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could enforce a penalty where somebody from the AMA is like, okay, however many seconds you hold up the leader is positions that you lose.
Or how many. Yeah. I mean, yeah, but Cooper, I think, said a great point, is like, I think it should be, because, privateers don't really care about points or whatever, but how many ever seconds you get held up by the leaders is every $100 a second.
Damn. I mean, that they'd get the hell out of the way then.
You know what I'm saying?
You start losing, privateers start losing money.
Yeah. Doc, $200. Sorry. You're docked $200, bro. You held up Tomac 2 seconds, dude. My bad.
All right. Anything?
And these motherfuckers would be starting to think. I mean, I don't think lightening up the gate is the issue.
No, I think that's the way you kill the sport, to be honest. And
you made that very clear.
Well, I mean, look at what's happening around it, dog.
Yes, but Adam,
look at the sports that don't fill gates and don't have fruitful amount of players or riders in it.
I know, but you could attest to this too, is like a lot of these privateers, if they had, let's just say, quote unquote, a ride where they could focus on solely racing, where they could just train, fly back, train, bike setup, these guys will get a lot better. This is not.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They're still getting lapped.
I know, but what I mean about getting better is it like the competition will get tighter.
Yes, I agree, but they're still getting lapped. Dude, they're lapping up to 11th place. Like Jordan Smith and Shane McElrath are straight lappers on a bad night. Factory triumph. All he does is ride dirt bikes, nothing else. Dude's a lapper. Dude got lapped. He got 14th one moto.
Who?
Jordan Smith.
Yeah, one moto.
Dude's a lapper. Take him off the track.
Now you're going.
Dude, I know I'm exaggerating. I know it, but It's like, at what point do you draw the line? You can't ever, there's going to be lappers when you have a 50-second lap. and a track that's that gnarly with that many mistakes. I mean, to me, the solution is look at the track map. If you know Indianapolis is going to be that gnarly and that rutted, and you're going to have a triple crown, you got to make the track easy so there's nothing you can do different and there's no differentiation from the top guy and the back guy where everybody's going the same speed and you really don't know who's going to win. But then the top guys are going to complain because the track wasn't too technical and I couldn't separate myself from everybody else.
Well, Adam, we've seen the super easy tracks. It's just it ends up being starter cross.
Okay, exactly. Well, then if you don't want to have lappers, then make starter cross. If you want to make the track death-defying and insane, where only 5 guys with the best bike and the most amount of testing can do it, what are you going to do? I mean, look at F1, look at NASCAR, look at all these tracks, bro. They're all easy. They're all easy. They're flat. They're going around corners. There's nothing that one guy can't do. It comes down to driver ability with minute difference and car setup. It's not coming down to who can do the quad on the fucking Daytona 500 Speedway and risk their life.
I mean, I think you're just wrong.
I don't know. If I'm wrong, boys, tell me in the comments. Roast me, please. Please roast me. I don't see how taking guys off the gate and just eliminating privateers because you got privateers up to 12th place. Okay, so you got to eliminate factory guys too if you're talking about the privateers. I mean, hate on Vince as much as you want. Motherfucker got 12th.
Don't you think the whole eliminating privateers, they just wanted to eliminate the image of people showing up in vans and stuff like that, and they just want everybody on a team?
Okay, well, Vince showed up in a van, and I'm not saying that I'm backing what Vince does on a track. Vince showed up in a van because supposedly a rig got taken or something, and he got a 12th.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's a unique situation. I mean, because his rig was broken and he's been working out of a motorhome or whatever, but, that's a unique situation.
Okay, well, then all of a sudden, let's just take all these guys out, and unless you're factory from when you're 5, you're never going to be able to race Supercross.
I think that's an over-exaggeration again, Adam.
It is, but I'm over it. All right. Anything else for Moto Court? We appreciate you guys. Moto Court's an awesome segment. We love it so much.
Sounds like it.
We brought you guys behind the scenes in the back of the courtroom with the judge this week. Put it in the comments. This is a big subject. This is something that really does need to have some change in our sport. Like I said, hit it in the chat, hit it in the comments. If you guys haven't, subscribe, dude. Like the video, please. We love you guys. All right, Ty, Moto Court adjourned?
Sure.
Moto Court adjourned. We're over it. All right.
Are we, Adam?
Yeah.
It sounds like you want to keep on going.
I could go all night, but I think the viewers don't want to watch it. Twisted Tea, Dirt Trick Sprockets. Use code TrackTalkers26, all caps. Get a discount at dirttricks.com. Stan Benson Racing, Guts Racing, SKDA Graphics, and Dylan Young Enterprises. That's bringing the next segment to you, boys. What is it, Ty? If this was my rider. Okay. If this was my rider, this has actually been a pretty fun segment. I've been digging this more and more every single time.
Who's our rider this week is what I want to know.
Okay. Our rider this week, let's see right here. We got multiple picks. First one, Jalek Swole. Second one, Jo Shimoda. Next one, Seth Hammaker.
Oh.
Next one, Colt Nichols. And the best for last, Vince Friese. If this was my rider.
Oh, shit. So it's in between Vince Friese and Jalek Swole, basically.
Is it?
I think it is.
Oh, shit. That's
for the sake of, I really like Jalek and the amount of talent he has, I'm going to go Jalek.
All right, cool. I mean, I'm just going to give you guys, before we get into doing this for actually Jalik, I'm just going to give you guys a little preview of what it would be like if it did turn out to be Vince. It'd be like this. Yo, Vince, dude. Top Kawasaki this week. Fuck Eli. Fuck everybody. We're going out there. We're getting it done. Our post-race reports are the best thing that's ever been brought to the Supercross. And we can show up in the van and smoke these guys any day of the week. Don't worry about what anybody says. Vince, you've been doing it since day one. You're the villain. Stay who you are. Oh, dude.
Are you sure you don't want to do Vince?
If somebody ran our podcast, we'd be shut down. Good thing we do everything
for what,
wrong.
dude? The Kawasaki OEM version's better than the factory one.
Don't even start that talk. All right, let's get into it. You wanted Jalik. Let's go. Hit me with it.
Jalik, my boy, great fucking job of getting those starts this weekend and showing how fast that Triumph is. All right. But I just want you to get on the spin bike right now. I'm going to leave you in Indianapolis. All right. And you're going to ride the road bike to Alabama. All right. I'll see you next week. Here's a team card. Make sure you're comfy. Get room service. It's a couple 100 miles. But when you show up to Alabama, I have no doubt that you're going to be ready. And we got press day, so you'll get a couple days of riding in before the next round. But, bro, we'll get that Achilles right. We'll get you fit. All you got to do is just ride that road bike from here to Alabama, and you'll be ready to go. All right, my bro? Don't even worry about it. We got the talent. We got the talent in buckets, bro. Buckets.
Hey, buckets.
We just need you to get relaxed, stay healthy, get a little fit, get this week off, ride to Alabama on the road bike, and we'll be ready to go, bro. Deegan who? Jo Shimoda who? Shit, boy. Triumph.
Oh.
Triumphant over these guys.
Mm.
All right. I'll see you next week. Call me if you need anything. I'm following your iPhone, so if something happens, I'll know.
I don't even know how I topped that, my boy. That was it, bro. Put on shared location. We'll see you in Bama, baby. We'll have your bike ready for
the team card. Get a little fucking.
We'll have your bike ready for press, boy. You don't need to ride. Shit.
I feel so bad because, dude, he hasn't had shit for prep time.
Nothing.
And I know he's just like surviving out there. And I wish I could just like survive and still be leading main events. You know?
Seriously. The amount of talent, Ty. Buckets.
Buckets, dog.
Buckets.
We got buckets of talent.
Buckets of talent.
Hey, just grab another bucket, dude.
Ty, are we going to have to make a Track Talkers tee? Just buckets of talent.
Hey, buckets, bro.
I might just fuck around and go on fucking and make a little tee up with Jalik's face on it for Track Talkers. Buckets of talent.
I know. You know what's so funny too is I feel so bad. The first time I met him, I didn't know how to pronounce his name, and I totally biffed his name.
No way. What'd you say? We got to hear it.
I think I called him.
Oh, you called him Jalik. I do remember that. You called him Jalik.
And I was like, oh, dude, I'm so sorry, Jalik.
I feel like that's a okay, because you make up some words that I don't even know what they are sometimes. Like Jalik, I could be like, okay, that could pass as Jalik.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? A weird spelling. I mean, either way, Jalik, those are both not everyday names, right? How many guys have you met named Jalik?
One.
That's when seriously. I mean, I've heard of other guys.
Buckets of talent. Bro.
Buckets. Hey. Buckets of talent. Oh, that's funny. All right. Dude, I don't even know what else to say different. Dylan Young Enterprises.
Hey, just leave it there, bro.
Yeah, Dylan Young Enterprises. If you guys need something, he's out of Paso Robles. Man, he anything you need taken care of, any kind of project, he'll manage the whole entire thing. You need a house built. We need a concrete slab. We need whatever it is. Call Dylan Young Enterprises, and we'll get you taken care of from top to bottom. Yeah, there's nothing I can really add to that, Ty. We just need cardio right now. I mean, if I'm Jalik's team manager,
well, and then I don't know. I hopefully my imitation didn't come out harsh, but I think that'll come with time. These next
it
week
came out harsh, bro. You just dropped your rider in Indianapolis with a brand new road bike and said, "Ride your ass to fucking Bama, bro." What do you mean harsh?
I mean,
you got the point across. That's for damn sure.
Hey, that's a joke. But I feel like these next 2 weeks, I don't know if anybody knows the Supercross schedule, but you can't really train hard during the week because you got to think about the next week in riding, right?
Yep.
So this is going to be the only time where he can actually put some work in, get really sore during the week, and then have enough time to recover for the following weekend. So I think it'll be good.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, the only thing I could add to that is just minimize riding, dude. You don't even Jalik he clearly can ride the dirt bike. And I guess you don't need to minimize the riding, but you definitely need to focus right now on gym work and long motos. Get your long motos done in the morning, go out, do 220s or do a 15-minute warm up and do 220s and then sleep and then go hit the gym. Go get some cardio in and do that 3 days, and then you're already at Bama.
Yeah.
Right?
It's going to be quick.
So that's all you can do. Right now, he needs one thing, and that's actually really nice because he's able to start, he's able to go fast, and if he can just stay healthy and get his cardio underneath of him, we're going to see this kid win, dude. Or at least podium.
Just if he just even if he doesn't focus on cardio right now or even working out, I mean, dude, summer's coming up. We're only a couple months away from outdoor, dude.
He gonna get fit whether he like it or not.
No matter what he does, he's gonna ride himself into shape. So.
Yes. So pretty much, I guess, bottom line as team manager, don't get hurt. Don't push the limit. Find the edge and ride, 10% under that. If the edge is at 100%, ride at 90, 85 to 90% is your sweet spot. Whatever it takes to not get hurt, right off that edge and keep doing what you're doing. Get the whole shot, get out front, put some laps down, and then back her down to that 87%, right in that sweet spot, and ride the rest of the race. Wherever you end up is where you end up. But just keep poking it out front and keep riding yourself into shape. And then what you can do off the bike's what you can do off the bike.
Yep.
Cool. Well, like I said, Dylan Young Enterprises out of Paso Robles. If you guys need anything top to bottom, housing, whatever that is, we'll manage your whole project. We'll get that done. Dylan Young Enterprises hooking us up. Make sure you support the sport, support the sponsors that support our show. Dylan Young Enterprises. All right, Ty, let's wrap this thing up. You know what it is. Got to make the picks.
We are going to do the picks 2 weeks out?
Oh, we have to do the picks. We could do them again, but we got to do the picks for the boys in Bama. Right?
Yeah.
All right.
250 first?
250 first. Let's hear it.
Deegan.
Surprise, surprise.
Jo Shimoda.
Ooh. Really? Not Deegan Davies?
Nope.
Okay.
Seth Hammaker. Davies. Kitchen.
Man, that's going to be tough, huh?
Mm-hmm.
There ain't no way you got that right. I mean, it's just, they're all too close to even to know what's going to actually happen. I mean, that's a solid lineup, though.
I think Bama's going to be hard packed.
It is. It's hard packed. If it doesn't rain, obviously. 450.
I'm gonna go Kenny 1.
Love it.
after the break. We're
Yep.
going to be fucking one.
Just firing.
Tomac.
2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hunter.
Okay.
Webb.
Okay.
And I'm going to put a little asterisk next to 5. So it's either going to be Joey Savacci if he's healthy.
It's not Joey, dude. My boy walked out on crutches.
That's what I'm saying. A lot can happen in a week and a half, okay? He's a tough kid.
He is. We definitely wish him the best. Joey Savacci, prayers up.
Or Jorge.
Ooh, that's a good 5 spot.
Because with the hard pack track, I don't think Justin is going to be fast enough in the whoops.
That's good analysis. It's great analysis. Mm-hmm. All right, top 5. P1, Deegan. P2, Seth Hammaker. No, hell no. Not Seth Hammaker. Nope. I'm going to go Jo Shimoda. P2, just like you.
Yep.
The reason I didn't pick Seth is because his starts haven't been there. That's the only reason. P3, Max Anstey.
I forgot about Max. He's going to be pissed.
Yep. P4, I'm going to go Kitchen.
Not Davies.
No. P5, Seth.
Damn, Davies not in the top 5? Damn, bro. He's really not going to like you.
Well, dude, here's the thing. This is the first
I don't want to
weekend-
hear your explanation.
Too bad.
450s.
The first thing is Davies. This is the first weekend he's had good starts. And yeah, he did have 3 decent starts, but decent starts against Deegan, Joe, Max, and Kitchen and Seth and all these guys isn't going to do it. A decent start's not going to do it. The only reason I put Seth out front was because Seth at the Triple Crown, not the Triple Crown, at the Showdown last year, that's where he had that breakout ride and really transformed himself. At the Showdown.
He won Indianapolis last year.
That's what I'm saying. That's where he had that breakout. And then
you just told me that he had the breakout at the East and West Showdown.
I thought it was the Showdown. I thought Indy was the Showdown.
I could have been wrong.
Either way, I felt like he had a breakout at the Showdown. I felt like Levi Kitchen's going to get better. Max Anstey has really good starts. Joe has really good starts, but Deegan just seems unstoppable. All right, 250. That's 250. 450. I'm going to go P1, Tomac. P2, Kenny. P3, Hunter. P4, Webb. And the only reason I think what happens is Hunter actually gets a worse start and feels like shit, but he actually picks it up and then passes Webb towards the end of the race to get on that podium spot. And then P5, man, P5's a tough spot. I'm just because he has the momentum and he did that new clutch thing, I'm going to go Justin Cooper. I know you don't think he's going to get it because the hard pack, but I think he just has that fitness and has everything going for him, and the momentum's moving in the right direction. So I think he'll just be able to get Jorge. Jorge seems a little out of it still. So there you go. Top 5, 250 for Uncle Ty, Deegan, Jo Shimoda, Seth Hammaker, Cole Davies, Levi Kitchen. 450 for Uncle Ty, Ken Roczen, Eli Tomac, Hunter Lawrence, Cooper Webb, asterisk, 5th place, Jorge Prado. 250 for 7 Deuce Deuce, Daddy Deuce, Deegan, 1 spot, Jo Shimoda, 2 spot, Max Anstey, 3 spot, 4 spot, Levi Kitchen, 5 spot, Seth Hammaker, 450 class, Tomac, Kenny, Hunter, Webb, 5 spot, Justin Cooper. That's it for Bama, right?
That's it.
Is that a wrap on the show? Anything else you want to say, Ty?
No, that's it.
Bro, you got any fishing trips or freaking elk hunts or anything planned up or what, dude?
Yeah, I think next weekend I'm going to go up to Pyramid.
Ooh. Is it? No, it's not opening. Opening was a while ago, right?
Opening was October 1st.
Okay, when are we going? When are we going to Pyramid?
Whenever you got time, my dude.
Saturday or like what's the plan here? Talk to us. Give us the breakdown. Is the weather right?
Pops is going to come up with the boat on Friday night, and I'm going to leave after work on Friday, and then we're going to be fishing on the boat on Saturday, fishing on Sunday, and then come home Sunday, get back to work on Monday.
Bro, if you haven't watched the race reaction, did you see the dude that threw the track talker's hat down to me and had me sign it on the track?
No, really?
Yes. He said, you got to come to Bama to sign it too. Well, yes. Middle of race reaction video, my guy tosses me the track talker's hat and I sign it in the middle of the video. Epic.
Hell yeah.
You guys are
and then
best.
how was the family this weekend? Because
it was
a lot
cool.
of people don't know we have some Illinois family that came down.
Yeah, Delaney was awesome. Her fiance was awesome. It was really cool. Got to bring him down there and did our interview on the podium with Weege. Did a little race day live thing for the St. Jude bike giveaway. If you guys haven't, text Suzuki to 99126. Buy a couple raffle tickets for the Ken Roczen race bike. It's pretty cool. We raised over $200,000 last year for the kids at St.
Are we going to beat it this year?
I mean, it's up to them. You know what I mean?
It's up to you.
Yeah, it's up to you guys. Yeah, it's
and then
really
how many VIPs did you have?
We had 5 this weekend, so it was good.
Nice.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Do you have some signups for Bama yet?
Not yet. I think we have a couple, but we're gonna do something special that we're gonna announce tomorrow for VIP stuff. So that's cool. But Ty, okay, so fill us in a little bit more about the Pyramid trip. What's the plan? Is it lunker season or what, dude?
No, I mean, the big reason why we're taking the boat is because it's gonna be fucking hella crowded, and there's gonna be like 20 or 30 people on like the prime beaches.
Yeah.
And if you guys don't know, if you guys search it, Pyramid Lake is where
just
you
look
fish
at Ty's
ladders.
Instagram, his Fishing Life Only Instagram.
Fishing Life Only is my fishing Instagram. That's where I have all my hunting and my fishing content. But it's this unique lake where the world's largest cutthroat lives in Pyramid Lake. So it's only in one place, and it's in Reno, Nevada. And you fish on ladders because this time of year, the fish are going to be spawning. So they're going to be on the first ledge of the lake, what's in between 5 to 12 feet of water. And they're going to be cruising the shores in groups of 2, groups of 5, groups of 10. And you're going to be, I like to fly fish. So I'm going to be hanging an indicator with my switch rod.
Bro, Ty doesn't like to fly fish, bro. Don't underplay this shit. My boy Ty has like a fly tying kit. And my boy, like, I don't even know, dude. He's like a scientist.
Yes, I do it from the top. I fucking tie all my own flies. I like to do all my own
Ty
setup.
drags the fucking net in the lake and gets the right fly and shit, dude.
Yeah, I mean, yes, I've done that in the past where I've throat pumped some fish just to make sure I'm fishing the right shit because I like catching fish.
What did you call it? You throat pump them?
Yeah, it's like this little pump that you stuck down their throat and it sucks out what they just currently eat. So you can kind of match the hatch.
And oh my gosh, I didn't even know that was a thing, bro. Okay. Yeah. Anyways.
Hey, when you come with fucking Uncle Ty, do you catch fish or not?
Every time. I don't think I've ever been with Uncle Ty and not slayed.
That's all you need to know, okay?
Like,
there's a lot of work that goes in before you catch that fucking fish, all right? I've been skunked. I've been skunked a lot of times, but
Ty, what's the biggest cutthroat trout? This is not a salmon, this is a trout. What's the biggest trout you caught at Pyramid?
I didn't weigh my biggest, but I have weighed a trout plus 20. And then my biggest fish I ever caught was by myself on a beach. And I didn't have a scale. I have some photos of it, but give me a prediction. Must have been. It was probably like 25, 24 pounds.
Trout
and you can see that trout. It was like in February of like 2022.
On Fishing Life Only, right?
Yes, on Fishing Life Only. You'll see it.
Let's go. Cool. Anything else? Ty, you better be here for the podcast, bro. You're not off work. Just because you're fishing don't mean you get off fucking time, dude.
I'm just saying, dude, I already put in my 2-week notice on my vacation, bro. So,
dude, we don't give out vacation on Track Talkers, my boy. I'm sorry, dude. Vacation denied.
I'm just saying we might need to do a podcast on Wednesday so we can drop that thing on Monday. So.
No, dude, what if we just do a podcast from the lake off your phone? You get internet or what?
Yeah, we get full service out there.
Oh, that's funny. Cool. All right. Well, we appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for sticking around. Last week, you seen we hooked somebody up with a hat. We got it sent out.
Ooh, we got some winners.
We got a winner. You know what I mean? We're not made of money over here at Track Talkers. We're working our way to being made of money, but we're not there yet. But we want to give away more stuff. So make sure you guys keep watching. We got some really cool sponsors that are going to hook us up with some stuff that we're going to give away. So that's really cool. But yeah, like I said, we appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't, like, subscribe, tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, whatever you got, tell your friends. We appreciate it. It helps us grow. It helps us grow the channel and helps us keep the content coming. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace.